Hey guys, and welcome back to Pokemon Ultra Sun. The quest to Po Town continues, but we gotta get a sticker, and we gotta get a TM, first and foremost. Oh yes, I said the quest for TMs would be ongoing as well. Is this new? I don't recall being accosted here last time.
Yeah, and I like the callback to the whole secret base thing, but I'm pretty sure this child just needs her parental guidance. She just crawled underneath a damn van just to get over here, so you really gotta watch out for that kind of shit.
I thought that said preschooler Kingdra for a second, and we were just gonna fight like a really young Kingdra for some reason, masquerading as a child.
I can be young when I want to be Kingdra. Kingdra, calm down. It's okay. You know, you got a job, you got a family. I don't need a job!
Who needs a job when you have a water gun? Oh, he's all floppy now.
What? It wasn't a Pikachu! Fuck!
Well, skin me alive and call me luggage. Don't you charm me, it's too late for that.
Skin me alive and call me luggage. Again, really dark, but I guess we are dealing with a Mimikyu here.
Do you know what that's from, actually? You're a 90s kid, so, although, did you ever watch Tiny Toons?
Oh yeah, I watched Tiny Toons a lot as a kid.
It's from Tiny Toons How I Spent My Summer Vacation. One of the best, like series to live action, fucking live action, it's a cartoon series, to feature-length movie things you'll ever watch, honestly. The writing is really good.
Now, you said the cursed word live action back there. So you know, next month, we're gonna see Tiny Toons Adventures is live action, where it starts off as a cartoon, but for some reason they go to the real world, and they meet real-life celebrity actors, and I die a little inside, and then a lot on the outside.
Well, actually, speaking of live-action adaptations of cartoon series that have long since been dead, they're making a live-action Kim Possible movie for some reason.
And apparently, there's a live-action Woody Woodpecker movie that came out on DVD and digital. Because I saw a tweet about that. I'm like, wait, they made one? Why haven't I heard anything of that? Oh, because it's being relegated to the fucking dumpster, yeah.
Well, there was a live-action Rocky and Bullwinkle movie, which I actually did see back in the day. I didn't choose the movie, it was just like, Tom, do you want to go see a flick? Okay. I was like 12 at the time, I guess. I remember it not being too bad.
Well, I mean, at least Rocky and Bullwinkle came out to a fucking theater. This is Woody Woodpecker. They make it, decide they don't want to go for the theater. Like, why even bother make it if you're not going to put it in theaters and try to make, like, as much money off of it as you can? I mean, I just don't see the appeal of making shit straight for DVD, especially when it's a fucking Woody Woodpecker movie. I mean, who was asking for that?
Well, I'll top that, actually. Remember the Top Cat movie that just got randomly made in some foreign production studio or whatever, and then they brought it over here? I actually quite like the old Top Cat cartoon, but I don't think it really holds up today, like, in today's standards.
I actually heard that Top Cat movie was not that bad, but yeah, I mean, like, you'll see signs in these movies being made completely out of nowhere. You'll hear about it, and then suddenly they're out. Like, there's this other movie that I think has Danny DeVito in it. It's called Animal Crackers, and this is a tantalizing film, by the way. Let's take this product and bring it to the big screen. It's about like this couple who inherits the circus, but they also get a box of animal crackers that turn them into whatever animal is represented on the cracker. So man naturally gets the most coverage in that, you know? It's just why do that? It just doesn't really seem like movie material, you know?
Coming soon, Doritos the movie. Oh no, they have 3 sides and they mean business.
Ah, well, they can make a movie about emojis. I guess Doritos and anything else is possible, right?
Oh, Father, didn't expect to see you here admiring the scenery.
Yeah, I'm here in the middle of the creepy fog next to these flowers from the Wizard of Oz that put you to sleep. Good.
Yeah, we're off to see Team Skull, the wonderful Wizard of Skull.
I'll go wherever the fuck I want, Father. You gonna do anything about it?
You're not at A for Paradise anymore, mate. You have no authority outside of here, and doesn't that make you burn inside?
Yeah. You know, Faba, I'm just gonna throw something out there. Now, I've never been a boss or a manager, but we have something in the business we'd like to call delegation.
Yeah.
Where you can spend your time doing real shit while other people do your work for you. That's why we have employees.
Well, the thing is, he's insecure, so he wants people to see him doing the work, but he's not smart enough to, like you said, delegate people with his authority to do that for him.
And probably because he thinks he's the only one who can do it right. I've met people like that before.
Hello.
Myself included.
Both of us, really. That's why we work so well together. Let's try and get a Pokemon battle in here. And I believe you can get the Nectar here for the Fire type of that one bird whose name escapes me. It has all the form changes and whatnot.
Oricoco? I probably said that wrong.
No, it's not the seal of Oricolcos. It's Oricorio, I believe.
Okay, close enough. I mean, you'll get 500 attack points at the end of the day. Bob's your uncle.
I didn't like that arc so much, but I did like the seal itself, which is an actual card, by the way.
Well, I mean, at first they made the actual card like years later. And obviously it's missing a few essentials, namely the fact that it does not take your soul when you lose the duel, which I think is a huge detriment to the meta, personally, for that. Anything to dethrone those fucking Cyber Angels, let me tell you what, it's ridiculous.
The Seal of Orichalcos, spell card. All monsters you control gain 500 attack. Once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. While you control 2 or more face-up attack position monsters, your opponent cannot target your monsters with the lowest attack for an attack. If this card is activated, destroy all special summon monsters you control. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. You can only activate the Seal of Orichalcos once per duel. It is a field spell card.
Might be nice for a tribute-focused deck, because I liked playing with Earthbound Immortals sometimes, where they're monsters that need a field spell on the field for that, but they're tribute monsters. Usually what I like to do is toss out like Mausoleum the Emperor, things like that, but those fuckers can direct attack, and they have some other effects as well for that. So there's some fun stuff you can do, I think, with that card.
Now this dude is dead as shit right here, but I'm actually intrigued as to what Comatose does. It is the signature ability of Kamala, introduced in this generation. It's always drowsing and will never wake up. It can attack without waking up. But what does it do in battle? Comatose makes the user act as if it were asleep without inflicting the status. The Pokemon with this ability can still use moves, including successfully using Sleep Talk and Snore. It cannot be afflicted with non-volatile status conditions or become drowsy due to yawn. The Pokemon with this ability takes double damage from Hex and Wake Up Slap, can be affected by Dream Eater, Nightmare and Bad Dreams, and cannot successfully use Rest. And it's also unaffected by effects that prevent sleep, such as Uproar, Electric Terrain and Sweet Veil. It's also unaffected by Mold Breaker, Turbo Blaze, Terravolt. A Pokemon with Poison Touch using Sunsteel Strike cannot poison a target that has Comatose.
That's interesting.
It was a load of information. I don't blame you for not really having a rebuttal to it.
We all know by now this is probably Namu's place, considering the fact it's got a bunch of Alolan Meows in here, and a free sticker, which I'm totally going to take, and I hope he doesn't notice, and his computer, which he decided to set up in the living room, even though he has a perfectly good desk right there. What the hell, dude?
Hey, that had a Meowth bed on it. That's Meowth's PC desk now.
I don't give a shit. It's going to be my PC's bed for my PC. This is how it works.
Alright, now I seem to recall in our run of Pokemon Sun that there is a pretty bitching TM up here that will help greatly with a certain type of Pokemon down the line. So we're going to try and snatch that, but we've got to take the right route down the mountainside.
Yeah, this part's like a little maze kind of deal. I think I had to go up like 2-3 times in the original one to go ahead and get the one we wanted.
And of course, you know, if you go the wrong way, you do have to fight an extra trainer or two, so, I kind of need the levels right now, so I'm not going to balk at the extra fight.
Just touch the edge of the grass, some motherfucking runs out. Will you battle me?
Ah, a delinquent, so close to the Team Skull base. Interesting.
Yeah, close to home, really. Did anybody ever get any mileage out of Scraggy and whatever the fuck it evolves to? I know it's like a dark type, which is interesting for its coloration, but again, it brings up that disturbing notion that you brought up earlier with me, with the whole Delibird, the fact it's holding its tail. Those pan Scraggy's holding, that's like actual dead skin or something like that, and I'm like, to be born that way, to have a bunch of useless fucking skin you gotta carry around everywhere, that's just like, that's sad, man. This is the shit that people would get surgeries to get rid of, you know what I mean?
Alright, let's see what you're packing. You seem to be on break over here, having a non-smoke smoke break.
It's kind of odd you don't see them smoke. I mean, besides the fact it's an E-rated game, of course. But you would imagine these kids would be so hip and just do the cigarettes right away. You know, just like all the cool other kids do.
Aww.
No, it's a Marini. Interesting. It's like that's the predecessor to Toxapex, which is what my deep fear was.
Wow, you sounded really smug when you said that for some reason.
What? No, I wasn't trying to be smug. I mean, I can be smug, but I wasn't trying to be smug that time.
Fair enough, mate, fair enough. Time for a bit of Thunderbolt action. Oh, poison me all you like. I cannot be brought down. I'm too hype right now.
I don't even care. Poison? Fuck it. I'm just gonna nuke the shit out of you. It's raining. That's just gonna make it even more fun.
Oh yeah, I like a bit of overkill from time to time.
That's like the first time you've been busting out a fucking Final Flash or something. I'm sorry, not Final Flash. I keep calling it Final Flash, but it's not the Final Flash. It's the Big Bang Attack, and I just don't see you use Z moves that much in general for that. Well, except no, now that I think about it, you keep bringing up the other Hydro Vortex thing over and over for that, but I keep missing it because you keep talking about more other shit. Besides that.
I guess I just decided to go down a different route with Ultra Sun. Don't worry, as the battles get more towards the endgame, you will start to see me going down the cheesy route more often.
Alright.
That's right, I can use it again. I'm just that good.
Oh yeah, like I forgot he had that ability. He's just got a lot of dark magic going on. To just let you break the game in however many ways you want.
Oh, why did I send in a Psychic type Pokemon against a part Dark type? I actually forgot that Alolan Grimer was part Dark. This is a very big error on my part. I apologize.
Well, don't worry, we'll just mention it more in the comments for that.
Did you know that the Black Hippowdon is actually female and not shiny?
Did you know that I'm a complete jackass who doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about but pretends he does anyway? Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.
There's a Yu-Gi-Oh card called Worm Apocalypse?
Yeah, it's like a series of reptile-based cards called Worms, and I think they showed up originally, and like, it was like some Japanese only originally, like, I know they had like arcade machines or whatever, and you would play Yu-Gi-Oh on them, obviously, and then when you win, you get exclusive cards there for that. It was called Dual Terminal, I remember now. And they had some fucking storyline going on, things like that. I don't even remember the scope of that, I'll be honest with you, but there's a worm named after each letter of the alphabet for that, and most of them were honestly kind of shit. Some of them were decent, but they didn't really have any synergy or cohesion. It was just a bunch of random shit put together. Although, I know Duel Links put some in there, which I think you can do an actually kind of a decent reptile deck with that, but I've never tried.
Interesting. Sorry, I just saw the card on Twitter, and because, you know, it's a Pokemon battle. Like, I'm not an, like, FGC commentator. I'm not going to do blow-by-blow things. That's boring, so I'm trying to find stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah, I forgot Worm Apocalypse is such a gangly-looking motherfucker. I forgot about that.
Kind of makes me uncomfortable. And Foxstick over here has been constantly using Minimize, so it's really hard to hit him. Will you just get pounded into the ground already? Because you're kind of making me annoyed over here.
Well, the stamina keep kicking in? Okay, well, it's just back to normal now. So it's just this guy can't get hit, and this guy, when he gets hit, he just blatantly ignores it.
Oh, Hell Dragon. I'm going to need you to take the wheel in a second, because there's nothing that pisses me off more in Pokemon than my attacks constantly failing to hit.
Well, what would you like me to do? How can I help you through this difficult time, Tom?
It's okay. The problem resolved itself, once more proving that you are expendable in my life.
That's good to know. It's always nice to get an honest opinion.
Once again, he's honest. Alright, well, that was round one of Entom Goes Up the Mountain. Oh, just suck it up, Mudsdale. You're only a bit soggy.
Well, he didn't even look that depressed. He's just like, I'm kind of wet, I guess. I don't know.
Although I guess he is a ground type, so keeping him, like, sterile, I suppose, is the best way to go about things. Those two on the end, though, yeah, they're poisoned.
Or super sweaty, judging by the icon for that.
No, it's definitely poison.
Well, he didn't even care because of his face. He's just like, yeah, you know, I'm poisoned, I guess. I don't know. My exhaust fumes will take care of that soon enough. I basically expel poison anyway.
He's internalizing his pain. It's important to look for the signs of people who are in pain but don't show it outwardly.
You just have one drop on your paw. You're mad now? It's just... Oh no, oh, it's slightly wet. Oh, I'm not pristine. Suck it up!
That made me laugh so much when I was recording this, and it was actually a pretty long recording session. Not that any of you care, so long as you get your blasted content, am I right?
Ah, there we go. There's that rage again that's been building up recently.
Oh, I gotta let it out, you know. You can't let it build up, otherwise you get red balls. Unlike blue balls, this comes from anger.
I would think colored balls in general are not a good idea. They need to be normal balls. Like, nothing needs to happen to them. They just gotta be completely normal.
So we mean like pink with purple polka dots and whatnot. Okay, let's multi-track drift here, straight into another battle, and forget we've ever said such a thing. What do you expect him to use this time, Helldragon?
I certainly hope it's not a Drowsy or... Oh, hey, it's a Rattata. Is it Alolan? Yep, it's Alolan. Wow, what do you want to talk about now?
Oh, just fire thanks to death. Come on, let's get this over with.
And just fucking kill it. I'm wasting time here. Just fucking looking at your ass, trying to get this taken care of. Just kill it. Let's move on.
Oh, why did you have to point that out? I'm uncomfortable now.
You should always be uncomfortable. Keeps you on edge. Keeps you in the game, Tom.
Keeps you strong, makes you focused. Let's actually go for type advantage this time.
It builds character, don't worry about it.
Are you trying to knock yourself out?
Yeah, I'm fixing to say, I kind of expected that to kill himself.
There you go, job's a good one.
Double dumbass, there you go.
Dream drop dumbass. I love it.
Didn't I make that joke one point?
I think you did, yeah, that's a THD original.
Oh, there you go. So nice we had to use it twice.
Sometimes I'll even use jokes a third time because I'm that unoriginal. Now, I think the Decidueye will be able to tank whatever ghost type attacks Haunter has in its arsenal. Let's hope so, because it will be really embarrassing if my starter turns out to be one of my weaker Pokemon.
This is gonna bite us back in the ass, isn't it?
It is indeed gonna bite his back in the ass.
Man, I didn't even care if Decidueye isn't as optimal as the other two. For that, I just think he's cool. Grass and Ghost is a neat typing. He's got some good attacks.
There is one other Grass and Ghost Pokemon, I believe, in Gen 7. It's like Water and Fairy, I believe, was also like a Tapu. So let me look this up. Ghost. It should be under Ghost, I think.
You know, that reminds me, and this was kind of Pokemon related for that, but when I went into Walmart to buy that copy of Steam Doom on the disc, I actually saw a bunch of, you know how, like, they, like, sell, like, game cards for, like, you know, like, like, let's say, I'm pulling something out of my ass here, like 20, 25 bucks to, like, Blizzard shit, or something like that, if you want to buy loot boxes and not get anything you want. Thanks for the opportunity and convenience. But I saw, like, game cards there for, like, Pokemon Gold and Silver for the eShop in there, and I'm like, I'm kind of surprised they didn't do that sooner, but that's actually a really neat idea. You just grab it at the store, and then you just load it up on your game, and bam, you're done. I mean, that's kind of neat. I hope they kind of do more of that with stuff.
Yeah. Now, this is the point I wanted to bring up. Here we have the TM for Rock Slide. Do you remember what it was in Sun and Moon?
I don't remember. What was it?
It was Poison Jab, a pretty good move for taking down fairy types. And I'm not really giving too much away here, but the final trial of the game is a fairy type trial. So another example of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon upping the difficulty. They took that out and they put it on Mount Lanakila, so you can't get access to it until the Pokemon League.
Interesting. I'm looking forward to that. I wonder how that'll play out.
Well, we'll have to see if we're both not dead from the tedium of talking over RPG parts, like 5 parts in a row, every single week. The LP trade has no breaks, oh god.
It's going a little insane, and again, I kind of like it, but at the same time, I'm a little concerned. Fortunately, I only have to meet with him once a week, and otherwise, I'm gravy. It's all good.
At least he's honest. Anyway, back to my research about other Grass and Ghost Pokemon. No, I think it's just friggin' Decidueye right now. there is a Gen 7 Ghost and Grass Pokemon in Del Mar, is that Anchor, and obviously you had Phantom, Trevenant, Pumpkaboo, and Gourgeist in Gen 6, but no, Decidueye stands on its own in terms of its typing.
I was trying to think about some other Ghost combos. I know they have Ghost Electric, that's Rotom, obviously, and Ghost and Steel, I believe, is Aegislash, and, well, the Haunedge and such. I'm trying to think of any other weird Ghost types in them. Do they have a Ghost and Dragon? I think they do.
That might be Giratina. Let me look this up.
Actually, yeah, that would make sense. I think it is Giratina.
Or, actually no, that might be Dragon Ghost. It's important to get the distinction, or make the distinction, rather.
Why does the order matter? Doesn't it ultimately turn out the same way?
I'm not entirely sure. Can someone explain what difference it makes to have, like, in the case of Vikavolt, because it's not like Bug and Electric, flying doesn't do much to it. Welcome to HFC, where we're confused about types while disaffected youths rap in the background.
Yeah, they're just extremely kind of flailing back and forth. I'm like, I'm not even paying attention.
They're just charging up like static electricity to cast a spell, really, it's fine.
I want to see them accidentally fall in water. And then they're like, wait, I know what we could do, we could swim. And then they start doing their arm movements. Why ain't we getting anywhere?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Giratina is, oh, it is Ghost Dragon. Why wasn't it showing up then?
That's weird. And, but this guy brings out a Pawniard, which evolves into Bisharp, which is, you know, I thought he was kind of cool out of the gate, kind of pulling a Kamen Rider-esque sort of thing. My opinion of him was actually kind of going down. I think they could have done more with the Bisharp design to make it look a little better. But other than that, I mean, he's okay for the time.
Now, since he is obviously Beetle-inspired and very Kamen Rider-esque, they should give him a Mega Evolution and have him literally cast off.
Well, he was kind of thin to begin with. He would probably have to armor up for that. But it would work to give him make that like his final mode of sorts, just as long as it looks good.
35 is a good level to be. You're not quite over the hill yet, but you're getting there. So you have that fear in your heart that pushes you to make the best of your time.
Yes, right delightfully in the middle of that midlife crisis that everyone has.
Oh, beautiful. How is being 30, by the way?
It sure is a thing I am doing. I honestly still don't really feel like an adult. I'll be honest with you.
Same.
I feel the same as I did. Yeah, I feel the same as I did when I was 20. But I mean, I'm working on good stuff. Really advancing some things in my life. So it's definitely busy, definitely productive.
Well, I think just our generation in general is going to be different when we're adults, as opposed to like the previous generation. I am generalizing here because I am a massive man-child and I don't want to feel ashamed for still living in my mother's house at like 35, even though I do pay my way with rent and such. And no, not just from Patreon, you big meanies. But it's important to not worry about the number. Worry about how you're feeling, how you're doing, take care of yourself, and just enjoy life. Don't worry about like social norms and whatnot. What the fuck is a social norm these days? You know, the economy went to crap and slowly started to rebuild itself, and I'm on a tangent now when the dopest side character is on screen. Hello, Nanu.
You guys pulling this shit again? Alright.
Yeah, I'm well aware this is an alternate dimension. I just don't care.
I'm pretty much the same wherever you go, really. I'm just fed up with shit all around.
You think you're ready for that? Ready to take on Team Skull? Are your beats fat enough?
Maybe? I guess we'll see?
I love how he straight out says, I will drag your corpse back to your family if it doesn't work out. And it may not work out. Join us next time when we take on Team Skull in Po Town. Goodbye for now.